Well, thank you, and good afternoon. Let me first start by saying what an honor it is to be recognized as an outstanding young alumni, and it's certainly nice to stand up here and enjoy some recognition, but the reality is that I have a lot of people to thank for where I'm at today, and so given that this is sort of the Young Alumni Award, I thought it might be best to talk about my mentors and give special thanks to those individuals who have gotten me to where I'm at today, because I think that's really the key to anyone starting out in their profession is the mentors that they have along the way. So the first person I'd like to point out is my university mentor, and that would be John Braden. So John's a professor emeritus of ACES, and when I was a student here, he was the director of blanking on the name, director of, hold on, let me check my notes, of programs for the Department of ACE. And when I transferred into the college, I came in from another college within the university, and I felt like one among many and sort of lost, not sure where I wanted to go, where I wanted to take my education or career. And John really took a special interest in me, helped me figure out my career path, where I wanted to go, as well as making introductions for me, one of which was to Karen Folk, who ultimately became my first career mentor, my first boss, as well as eventually my business partner. And John did all this while simultaneously building out the financial planning program that officially launched in 2008. I was one of the first graduates of it. So I have a lot to thank to John Braden. And then, like I said, I had a second mentor, which was Karen Folk. So Karen was really my first professional mentor coming out of college as a new professional. Karen herself is not only a graduate of this program, she's a former professor, she was an extension specialist here at the university, so she has lots of connections to the program. So she both continued my technical training, my academic training, as well as just my professional training about how to be a young professional, work in the business environment, grow a business, work with clients, and so forth. And if there's any lesson that I gained from Karen, probably the biggest among all was no matter how busy we get in our lives and our careers, the day-to-day tasks, to always take time to set aside to figure out first what our goals are, and secondly, take time to work on what those goals are. So both Karen and John, hugely influential to me, also hugely influential to the financial planning program, which is still relatively new, so I want to take a quick moment and give it a plug. For an industry and a profession that tends to be sort of quantitative and you think of finance and business, the reality is that we work with people, we work with individuals and families, and the way that individuals deal with their money is much different than the way that institutions and businesses do. And so I really can't think of a better home for a financial planning program than a department with such a long history and tradition in consumer economics and family studies, where we can really think about not only the economic side of what we do, but the reality of how people live their lives. So thank you again to the Alumni Association, to ACES, and go Alumni.